Hey everybody, this is Nick. What is up? Welcome to Lichdom Battlemage. First things first, why did I call it Lichdom? I have no clue. You are not a lich, nor do you play as a lich or become a lich. So, basically this game is Battlemage. I just finished Dead Space 3 Hardcore Flamethrower run. Whoop whoop! And, the feel of the spirit of pyromania is still within me. Seriously, I freaking need more fire, more things to burn. This game offers both, everything, all of the above. Basically, you play as a battle mage, not one of those sissy, mages where you spend 70 years studying and for what? Only like 30 seconds of glory in the battlefield, and the rest you get, terrible eyesight, hunched back. Alright, creaky joints. No, we are Battlemage. Alright, we are at the forefront of wave after wave of enemies. We slaughter them with our superior, outstanding magic, and yeah, maybe have a picnic while the corpses burn around us or something like that. I don't know. We'll make s'mores. Okay. This game is by Xaviant. If you look to the bottom right, you see visit us on our forums, boardxaviant.com. Basically, it's a first-person magic shooter. That's all there is. There's no picking up swords, shields, daggers, arrows, bows. This is all about magic. This is Battle Mage done right. Now, there's been a lot of critique towards this game, and it's ridiculous in my opinion. It's completely ridiculous. This is a fine game. There is absolutely no... Well, I mean, it's obviously my reviews is biased. Every reviews are biased, even those that say it's objective. Like, no, it's not. What are you, a robot? Of course, every reviews are biased. But I personally think this is a fine game. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Well, okay, there's a couple of things that are wrong with it, but in the general scheme, the things that were reviewed, like it's linear. Well, gosh, bosh, my gosh, yeah, it's linear. I don't think anybody stated, I didn't do any research, but I don't think anybody stated that it was open world. This is not Far Cry, people. This is Battlemage, and it's linear, okay? You move on, there's a couple of side rooms you can visit, but... that's about it. You can go back and forth, you can fast travel, but that's it. It's a linear game, alright? This is, it's a fine game, it's a linear game, move on. Repetitive, yes, I can agree with that. It does get repetitive. But so do most of action RPGs. ARPGs are extremely repetitive. I played Diablo 2, Titan Quest. I love those games. Well, maybe not Diablos. I don't really... I mean, they're fine games, but I don't really, play them like I would Titan Quest and replay them. But they're also repetitive. Different enemies, but it's fairly linear. You move on, you kill a bunch of enemies. So, live with it. Move on. Generic story. Oh my god, if I have to hear this thing over and over by quote-unquote professional reviewers claiming that the story is generic and other people stupidly agreeing, oh my god. Okay, sorry to be so harsh, but it just really pisses me off when one of the main things is the story is generic. Pretty much every story, if you think about it on a larger scale, is generic. Am I right? I mean, the bad guys want to take over the world, they want to kill people, they want to do some bad things to people, and then the hero comes up and then saves the day. Okay, it's been happening for hundreds of years in fairy tale books. It's, there you have it. Okay? I'm sorry if people think this is generic. In my opinion, the story, there's not a problem with it. Obviously my opinion, of course, my biased, disgusting opinion, but the story is fine. You were hunting down some cultists, and then, the plot opens up into something that's, worse and worse, and towards the overall world and the danger it's in, and, and you move on, okay? That's about it. you know, there's nothing to complain about. Okay, for the most part, the story is not it's in the background. Most of it is the action. All right. So yeah, graphics. I've heard several reviewers complain about graphics. This game has great graphics. The level designs are amazing. A lot of detail went into it. Wait until you see the Maelstrom. It is phenomenal. Okay, so unfortunately, my graphics that I'll be playing on will be disgusting. Yes, I lowered everything because this is a fairly taxing game on my computer, and I could play Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 at 1080p and record at 720 on medium high settings. This game, I'm playing at 720p and recording at 720, and I have to cannibalize most of the settings. So it's a great pleasing looking game. Okay, so music, yeah, I guess the music can get repetitive, but you know, that's fine. Normally I don't even hear music actually when I'm playing. It's in the back. It's, you know, yeah, it's in the back. So let's see, what was some of the other complaints? Spells. Yes, I agree. 100% agree about spells. Some spells are completely crap. Okay, that's just one of those things where it's like I tried them. I suppose if I stuck with them, I could have made them work. But to me, the spells were like some of the sigils were complete crap that I thought. Yes, you can make it work, but it's chore. So this game is far from polished. I really hope Xaviant will continue to make updates and make the games better, make this game better. But some of the major complaints, there really are like, duh, you know, what were you expecting, sort of a deal. So yeah, there you have it. That's my rant. Okay, I know it's not like my usual introductions, but nobody watches this video, my introduction videos, so I don't give a crap. This is my time to complain and bitch and just be an a-hole to everybody. Trying to think. Okay, let's go. Let's just progress through the graphics. Here's the deal. The game I'll be playing on Badass, that is the highest difficulty. Player takes more damage from attacks. All enemies enrage from control effects. Enemies attack more often. Resets any unequipped sigils to level 1. Special Badass mode achievements. I'm using a good old game version, totally DRM free, and I got it at a good deal. So this doesn't, you know, I don't give a crap about achievements because there isn't any. This resets any unequipped sigils to level 1. Basically, you have to know what you're doing. Sigils level up as you perform certain tasks, and it kind of sucks if you unequip sigils and they go back to level 1. Enemies attack more often, fairly self-explanatory. Enemies enrage from control effects. Control effects are things like freezing enemies with ice. And after they break free, and if you didn't kill them, they'll become enraged, and you know, they won't be too happy about being encased in ice while you sit there and laugh your ass off. Players take more damage from attacks, fairly self-explanatory. Use sprint as toggle, I definitely use that. I don't want to have to hold down the space bar every time I run. And then skip tutorial videos, yes, that is also ticked on. Okay, resolution 720, system specs custom, field of view, I just go for recommended. I do full screen windowed, so I can alt tab anytime I want to. I don't know what this depth of field is, but I keep it on. Object detail, shading, all these are low. Textures, I have them at high. Physics, post-processing particles are low. Visual quality high. Game effect high. Water low. Don't give a crap about water. I don't give a crap about shadows and shading and crap like that. Textures, visual quality, game effects are high, so that's good enough for me. Okay, brightness, I have it 40. I don't want to be too dark when I'm recording. Sound, here's my sound. Music at 50, SFX at 75, dialogue at 100, and subtitles are on. Controls, here are my controls. I'm not gonna go through them, but basically I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 button mouse, so I utilize that. My sensitivity is high. up because for some reason the game is not sensitive with my mouse. That's about it, really. Here's the... You can push F1 for controls. That's pretty cool. These are, I think these are default control. Yeah, they're the default controls, unfortunately. Tutorials. You can. It's pretty neat. You can watch videos. So if you want to learn about blocking, you can pause it and watch the video, and it's really neat. I'm gonna go back out of it. Let's see. Characters. These are your profiles. Resume, obviously I don't, we'll resume the game and create new. So name your mage. This is weird because you name your mage, but your mage's name will remain a dragon. What you're really naming is the character profile. So I am going to, I don't know why my screen keeps blinking. So there it is, Nick H, confirm. So it's going to load, and then I'm gonna end my video here, my introductory video / rant / me being an asshole to everyone, and then we'll start with chapter 1, or no, it'll be tutorial. I want to go ahead and do the tutorial. Do want to mention that it's going to be a run through, so I probably am not going to be too crazy about picking everything up. This is a fairly long game. Actually, it's another one of the complaints. This game is long. The loading screens are long. That's terrible for me. I hate long loading screens. That's really annoying. The game is fairly long. That's why it can get fairly repetitive. And something else that I forgot to mention. Long loading screens and long startup, I suppose, but you don't see the startup process. So then you get to make a choice whether you want to be male dragon or female dragon. Female dragon is voiced by Jennifer Hale. Male dragon is voiced by Troy Baker. The game has a lot of great voice cast. Gina Torres, Jamie Murray. Oh man, I forgot others, but it has a really, in my opinion, great voice cast. Okay, so I'm gonna be playing as the male dragon. So there we are, play as a male dragon, confirm. And then it's gonna say skip tutorial, and I'm gonna end my video here, and then when I resume, we'll say no and go through the whole tutorial. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. If you have watched it, this whole introductory video, you are a trooper and deserve a cookie. This is Nick, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video.